people, welcome back to Vanna Briefy Updates. I want to give you the best briefy updates now.
Welcome my people, hope everyone is good. So before I briefly update you guys on what is going on, please I'm asking kindly, please subscribe, click that subscribe button. Remember it's just one click. So in the topics are, ex-Klansman gang say he tipped off police to gang burial site. So now people, you see how police actually involved in the mix up here, but still a lot of things there to talk by those two witnesses themselves. But let us move forward. So it has been said that the unfold burial site the police in 2020 said was linked to the infamous Klansman gang after lawmen found the remains of at least 2 people there when investigators revisited a cold case was allegedly discovered as a result of intelligence from a former gang member turned con witness now testifying in the trial after the 3 individuals accused of being part of Spanish Town-based criminal enterprise. Witness number 1, the second of the 42 witnesses to be called by the Crown in the case involving 32 men and 1 female, including alleged leader Andre Blackman, Brian, made the claim Friday during a cross-examination by attorney Shade Bailey on behalf of the accused Peter Miller, otherwise called Smokey. Brian had challenged the witness account of an incident in Rivoli, St. Catherine, where he claimed that he had seen her client in the company of other men beating 2 men from the Demantown community in Kingston, where they subsequently killed and buried. According to the attorney, the witness had lied since a 2018 visit by the police in the company of the witness, who carried the cops to that area to search for the bodies, turned up nothing. It quoted, "The first time we went, we didn't find anything, but they find it the second time." The witness, who has been testified from a remote location since early this month, shot back confidently. In a Jamaican Observer report of that incident in 2020, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey, told the newspaper that intelligence had led lawmen to an area dense with vegetation known as Waterloo Close, bordering Rivoli, the old capital, 2 years after investigators first visited the location but had come up empty-handed. So yeah man people, so there's a lot of things there to reveal, and to reveal it by little people, so I just hit. So let's move on to the next topic, where the other witnesses have to say more about this. So it has been said that Blackman kept brothers and cousin hands clean. Witness testify. Andre Blackman Brian, alleged huncho of the Klansman gang, went the extra mile to keep the hands of his brother and cousin, who are accused of being members of that criminal organization, go free. A former gang member testified yesterday. Kevin Green, Brian's siblings, and his cousin Rio Taylor are among 33 people charged for being part of a criminal organization and for illegal possession of firearm and the 25-count indictment brought by the state. Yesterday, witness number 1, who has been profiled in his evidence against the gang in recent weeks, while under cross-examination by Shannon Clark, attorney for Green, rebutted that he had lied about Green being a member of the gang. He further claimed that Brian had restrained his brother from being part of the killings done by the gang, but had allowed him to collect guns. Quoted, "Blackman don't want him to do any killing. He always keep him back most of the times." The witness said in response to the further questioning by Child Judge Chief Justice Brian Syke. He also alleged that this was Brian's approach towards Taylor. According to witness, Green was very much top tier as quoted, "At night when we are bleaching, staying up until late, he also there." He also quoted, "I remember when they buy a AK-47, he was also there. He was one of the ones who test it out, see if it firing good," the witness said, asked by the Chief Justice, quoted. "So Mr. Brian would keep him back from things?" The witness responded, "Yes, Your Honor." In the meantime, the witness, who has also maintained that he was a high-ranking member of the gang, rejects suggestion by Clark that he had lied about her client. Quoted, "When you told this court that Mr. Kevin Green is member of this gang you spoke about, I suggest to you that that is not true," Clark said. Quoted, "Miss, you finish? Mr. Green is part of the gang, ma'am," the witness said firmly. Clark prodded further, pointed out that despite having told the court that Green was a member of the gang, none of the witness multiplied statements to the police mentioned that details. Quoted, "If I should put everything in writing, I wouldn't finish that statement based on the amount of information." The witness said in agreeing that he had not mentioned Green in his statement. "You went further. You told us that Kevin is an top-tier member of the gang you spoke about, but in your statement you made no mention of that. You came here to lie on Kevin Green," the lawyer charged. Quoted, "I am part of the gang. I know everybody's role. I am not telling no lie. He can also tell you about a night," the witness said before being cut off mid-sentence by Clark. Syke intervened. Quoted, "So how could you not mention to the police that Mr. Green is the very important person in the organization, a decision maker, one of the person who nothing happened without his say so, the witness replied, quoted, I have never seen him give an order, but I know Blackman would tell him to collect guns. He has never given any orders to me. Justice, psych, quoted, would it be correct to say that, in the terms of your actual experience with Mr. Green, you have never really seen him giving orders? These persons you describe as top tier, why do you say they are? Witness, quoted, who I call top tier have talked. They can make something happen without Blackman. That's one of the main reasons. Also, if Blackman want to meet, these are the person he would call. People, more things are revealed more and more. The witness said that Blackman would go the extra mile to keep his brothers and cousins from killings. People, which means that he will do the killing. Him and his other gang member. People, you see, Blackman is nobody to play around. He is very vicious, but also a godfather. People, stick around to hear what the witness had to say before all of what I was saying first.
Klansman trial. Arrests led to speculation that someone was talking. When the police, between 2018 and 2019, scooped up a whole heap of alleged members of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang, the outlaws had no idea exactly who had turned them in. They knew, though, that it was an inside job. That was the testimony given yesterday by the man labeled Witness Number 2 as the trial of 32 men and a woman accused of being members of the criminal organization continued in the Supreme Court, downtown Kingston. He is the first of two ex-gang members turned state witness who has been giving evidence from a remote location since the start of the trial in September. The witness, during cross-examination by defense attorney Denise Hinson, who represents the accused Brian Morris, otherwise called Rooster, denied having knowledge of any statements given to the police by any other individual from the gang before he gave his own statements. He said he was unaware of the contents of any such statements and further denied knowing the identity of the individual who was feeding the police information. However, he said the incarcerated underworld figures were sure of one thing. I never knew who it was, miss, that was talking to the police at that time. Everybody was surmising who it was. Nobody was sure who it was, the witness said. Said Hinson, but you knew somebody was talking? Yes, miss, he replied. Asked by trial judge Chief Justice Brian Sykes whether he came by this understanding before giving his statement, the witness said, yes, Your Honor. While in custody everybody was surmising who it was. Questioned further by Justice Sykes, who asked, what was it that led to this surmising? What is it that led you to thinking that somebody must have been talking to the police? He replied, due to the way them come for me up me house and the statements and everybody getting locked up and stuff like that, so I was surmising it's somebody that know us. It's not everybody know about me, Your Honor, and due to how the operations, everybody start getting picked up, so we surmise that it is somebody that know us, added the witness, who told the court that he got locked up June of 2019. The witness, while being questioned by Justice Sykes, said on the day he was arrested he woke up to see his entire street and his yard covered with soldiers and police, beating down the grill to his house. It was early in the morning, I think it was before 6 a.m. I was frightened and nervous. They told me they had a warrant to search my house. They did conduct a search, then they take me away to Twickenham Park Police Academy, and then from there to Tamarind Farm, the witness stated. So it was when you were locked up that you started to see other persons from the organization? Sykes asked. It's a whole heap of us get locked up at once, sir. Some let go a couple days after and some they keep. They locked up a lot of people, by Tamarind Farm, the witness replied. Under questioning by Hinson, the witness said when he saw that others were released and he remained behind bars he further surmised that the police had a case against him. In the meantime, under re-examination by the Crown, the witness was asked to explain his earlier statement in which he claimed to be forced into the gang by accused leader Andre Blackman. Brian, sir, from you a deal with them gangster here you can refuse. Once you refuse, you know you'll go dead, he told the prosecutor. Asked by Justice Sykes if he had formed that view after coming in contact with the so-called gang members or whether he had come to that conclusion on his own, the witness said, basically, sir, you know from your deal with gangster in Jamaica, once you refuse or once you come in contact with them and you see anything that they do and you are not with them, then you are going to be murdered. That's it. That's how Jamaica run. They start taking set at my house. I can tell them no, Your Honor. He told the judge that this impression was cemented after reasoning with his now deceased friend Razzle, whom he found out was part of the gang and who had introduced him to Brian. In the meantime, the witness reiterated that overhearing his former cronies plotting to kill a top investigator of the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, CTOC, while in the holding area of the Supreme Court, downtown Kingston, ahead of the court hearing was the final straw that led him to break ranks with the gang. You told his lordship you heard them planning to kill female police investigator and you did not want to be a part of that. Who is Miss, name redacted? The prosecutor quizzed yesterday. Miss, name redacted, is a CTOC officer. She is the one they claim going around locking up all the gang members, the witness replied. At the beginning of this month, witness number 1, who took the stand after witness number 2, had told the court in detail how he double-crossed his former running mates, helping investigators get guns and ammunition from their very hands. He said while in their presence he received a call from Brian and put the phone on speaker so they could hear Brian speaking to him for themselves, at which point they realized he had not lied. The witness, who professes to have been a top-tier member of the criminal organization, told the court how he duped the gangsters at one point, taking a CTOC officer right into their presence to collect a gun and bullets, telling them he was his uncle. Witness, who also said he was forced to join the gang by Brian in 2016, told the court that in 2017 he had tried to approach the police but backed off because he was overcome by fear.
People, I just see people about things as a reveal. But I can't really stay too long. Remember, just a brief updates. Please like, share and subscribe. Remember, I just one click. Yeah, man.